Okay. Now we've got that all set up. Let's play a video game. Alright, now let me know, because last time the audio was a little bit off, and by a little bit I mean completely off. The game audio was way too loud, and as much as I like that song, we'll pass on that there. Alright, are we gonna pick this up? Come on, there we go. We found it. Alright, so if there's any audio issues like there was last time, I think I fixed them-ish, maybe? We'll find out. But yeah, if there's any other audio issues, like if it sounds like the game audio is still way too loud, let me know, and during the stream, and I'll fix it. No, we're not going to start a new game. We're going to go back to the one we started last time. Alright, so if you remember last time we were here, we got double jump. Now that we have double jump, let's see if we can do stuff with double jump. There we go, some free experience. Now, for whatever reason, they killed the log that was there, I guess to show you that you can use double jump now. Hello. We've seen you before. It's been in the background once before. Oops. You were moving a little weird there. Alright. Grab that. Alright, so when we came in here the first time, we came through the bottom one. Well, now that we have double jump, we can go up here, and that'll be important for... I suck at this. I really... Video game! Okay, we're gonna save because I'm stupid, apparently. I can never seem to land on this. There we go. I did it! I'm talented! Go. Yeah, if you ever get kind of backed into a wall, you can just hold down your, what is it on a 360 controller? Is that X? It's square on a PlayStation controller. That's the scheme I'm used to. It's the leftmost button there. So you can just hold that down to do that. And we can jump across the gap, which we couldn't get to before. Get some of that, use our level up to do that, which kind of came at a bad time, but that's fine. So yeah, we're just going to save there. And we're going to get that. And then we're going to backtrack slightly. Oh, no, I need to actually do the double jump. Depending on how you come off the wall, sometimes if you do it slightly wrong, you end up coming off with a single jump instead of a double jump, which makes it somewhat difficult to do a double jump. We'll grab that. Please. Please. Thank you. Do not get squished by these things. Did not time that very well. Yeah, you don't want to, ow. But I moved right into it. I'm stupid. I don't have that yet. Why am I trying to use abilities I don't have? Alright, so we got that. We want to push this guy down. And as you can see, it drops down there and blocks that. But if you press down, you'll notice that we can't really do anything else for now. And I landed on there on purpose, I think, because I'm smart. Use what little mana we have left there to do that. Over here, get an ability cell. Alright. Now if we push this rock, we can grab this thing here that was kind of blocking things, but if we we'd continued to push it here, the laser would have just hit us and we would have died. That doesn't help. So go down here. Ah, you're shooting things. Can't get up there. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go up here, turn off the laser, and then we're going to use this guy down here. And as you can see, it's got kind of an entrance and an exit little spot there, so I'm going to make use of that. And then we're just going to climb up the wall. You probably want to push that thing out of the way after you're done. Otherwise, it'll just continue to shoot things up at you. And, well, they hurt if you're not using them to break walls. So, let's do that. Hey! Mana back. Always nice being able to do that in a single shot. Might as well save. You don't want to ever have to go back and do the same things that you've already done once before. Nope. Stop that. I'm not having a lot of luck avoiding damage today. Well, very athletic for such a large guy. But we can do pretty much the same thing. And I didn't get my double jump that time. I came off the wall wrong. Go. Oops. Jumped at the wrong time. I'm doing really poorly today. Which kind of sucks, because last time I did this, I was in more pain, but for whatever reason, I was playing better. Alright. Basically, just make use of what you have here. And then go back. A little bit of that. And the game automatically runs you there, but you kind of want to do that. Not that it really matters, because all it does is get you back down to an area we've already been to. But anyway. And in a speed run, somewhere around here, you do a save to skip this cutscene. I don't really know how to do that. I don't know any of the speedrunning tech for this game, which is unfortunate because some of it's really cool. Do not hit me, please. I did not want to be hit there. Okay, we're just going to wait a sec. Go. Yeah, the rocks, I believe, are random. Ooh, I could be wrong. Press the button, please. I could be wrong about that. They might not be completely random, but I've always felt that it comes across as pretty random. Now, again, this is automatic, or he does that without any input from us. But yeah, he was stuck under the rocks after trying to prevent us from going places. And there's a hidden wall. But yeah, so Ori does what Ori does best. Kindness to his heart, huh? Huh. Well, we recovered the water vein that he stole earlier, which spawned us to come here in the first place. Now we need to go back to the Jinzo tree that we passed by. It's where he stole it before. So we've been there, so we can go do that. There is something else to do before we continue on, and that is down here on the left side. We can go grab that. Now, if we come over here, you'll notice something. You open up the map. We've actually been right next to it before. This is the area that I said was a new area to the Definitive Edition. And we can't actually do anything from this side, but yeah, that's there. Oh, come on. So yeah, you can climb up here. You don't have to, but they're like you could just didn't quite. There we go. I think this is faster than trying to go the other way. I already did that. It's hard to remember which things I've done since I'm got both my nephews are also playing this game and I'm helping them out as they play it. So I'm trying to remember which ones I've done and which ones other people have done. Oops. You can go over to the right there above those spikes. You're not supposed to yet, and you can't really get anything, so I'm not going to bother. At least not without tech that I'm not familiar with. There are other ways of doing it. I'm sure I know where I'm going. Just save, since that's always a good idea to do. And I'll do that because I think didn't quite level me up. Now you can't double jump the gap unless you do that. You need to use you don't need to use the boost thing. Oops. But you do need to go up on the wall first. And why do I keep pressing the button to do a skill that I don't have? You need double jump to get up here to get this as well. You can make that even without dash, which is a new ability to the Definitive Edition. Now, did I get the thing? I didn't get the thing over there yet. Yeah, so we'll do this. And then we'll go up here and we'll pick up this thing. Usually when I play, I just try and go for like all the little secrets because I know where pretty much all of them are. That was kind of close. But not, well, I do know where all of them are. Oops, hey. I've gotten them all in the past, but I usually try and do that even in normal runs just because, I don't know, it's interesting. It keeps my, you know, my engagement in the game if I'm going after all the things that I know are there. You don't have to come up this... Actually, do you? I think you do have to come up this way. I don't think... You might be able to get up on the right side. I can't remember. Go. I have a bunch of skill points that I can make use... Oops. Or ability cells that I can make use of here. So we can do that here pretty quick. You'll notice when I fight those guys, I just kind of move back and forth as I'm attacking them, just because they're kind of set to attack you where you are when you hit them, and then afterward they will they'll stop there. All right. Here we have the Jinzo Tree, the place that caused me the most grief when I played the original version of this game for the first time. I just did not understand properly how to use the new ability that we get, but I'm a lot more adept at using it now. Can I hit that? No. Okay, we'll go do this. There is a faster way of doing this, but I'm not all that great at doing it, so we're just gonna go the slow route. That's fine. Oopsies. Alright. There is, I believe, an achievement for getting all the secret areas. Like, even like what I just went to, that's technically a secret area, or a false wall, or a hidden area, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's not like it's super important or anything like that. No, please. Video game. Video game! Urgh. You pushed me too far. I hit the top of the platform and it did like a jump off the side instead of what I wanted it to do, which was, yeah, see, it used the spot there where I did kind of a double jump off the corner of the top of it, and that's not what I wanted to do. I almost did the same thing there. But anyway... My issues aside, this one I believe I missed in my first playthrough, coming up here to get this. There's nothing really up here, it just I missed this as a secret. You have this guy, you can actually kill him and then you don't have to deal with him later on when we go up. Not that it's particularly important, but just something I missed initially. Oops, I should have moved. Now, this is another one of the things I missed. I missed a lot of things in this area when I was coming through on my first playthrough. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was just because I was struggling so much with some other aspects of the game. Now, you'll notice this is kind of difficult to do on a first playthrough, going through all those teleporters and know where you're going to spawn, obviously. But play the game enough and you get kind of familiar with it. Yeah, let's go down here. Push that over there. Now there are two of these things. You don't have to use both of them. There's ways around that. Like you could wait for it to, like there was originally, I think, a block here or here somewhere. But you can wait till it shoots through there, shoots another one down, and then push that same one and use the exact same one for it. And I think it's technically faster, but it doesn't really matter all that much. There was like a wrong warp or something like that, leaving that thing up here and then saving or jumping there or something. I can't remember. I've watched a number of speed runs of the game. I'm just not really familiar with how most of that tech works. Now this guy is completely random where he's going to spawn. Oops, no, don't land on top of the thing, please. So wherever he starts to go is completely random. I remember that from the speedruns because people were always upset if they got like a really bad seed and he would show up in places where you couldn't kill him faster. You can kill him a lot faster than that. I'm just not very good at it. Yeah, the game I always used to use as a oh, by the way, there's an achievement for jumping multiple times in the air, and you can simply do it just by doing this because it shoots you down and you don't have to do anything other than just press jump once each time. The achievement's for doing it like 4 or 5 times without hitting the ground or something like that. But yeah, you can easily get it here. In fact, I think this is probably what it was designed for. Or at least a quick and easy way of doing that. Anyway. Okay, so we got 2 of them. We need... Don't do that, please. So these will break apart, so just be careful about that. And there we go. Put all 4 of them in here. And here we get what was the cause of, initially, one of the causes of my frustration with this game, that and the fact that I suck, but I just didn't understand how this feature worked, and I believe I talked about this, you know, years back when I did the Let's Play of the original version of this game, and that was, I just didn't understand exactly how it was supposed to work when it came to the joystick. I always wanted to turn the joystick in the direction of, you know, I wanted to like rotate it. I expected it to move slowly. Instead, you can shoot any direction back and forth and it will automatically go there. You don't have to, you know, press it, you know, slightly down if you want to go in a specific direction. You know, if you want it to rotate one way as opposed to the other. And so it's just something that I didn't have a proper awareness at the time. It took a little while for me to kind of understand. How did I miss that? Weird. That'll hit that one, that's fine. And then that one. Get me that. Alright, there we go. Chrono Trigger will get done at some point. That is definite. It's my favorite game of all time, so I will definitely do an LP of that at some point. It's just not planned for the next game. Alright, here, he's going to shoot, and we want to kind of direct it up a little bit, almost more straight horizontal, just to get this. That is, yeah, that's, you can either climb or you can bash off this. Bash is something that you really do have to get used to. It's not something that comes to you super easy, but once you get used to how it works, it's just one of the most fun possible... Oh, I missed it. There we go. One of the funnest ways to maneuver around I've ever seen in any kind of a game. As far as movement tech goes, it's really, really cool. There is a dupe for these that's used in speedrunning that involves like putting 2 of them in after getting all 4 and then dying or something. I can't remember how it works. Again, I'll talk about the fact that there are there is speed tech for it, but I don't know how exactly it works. Oops. The only way, please, video game. The only way to damage this guy is with his own attacks, and the fastest way is to just go on the wall here and just wait for him to shoot and then throw it back in his face. And there we go. And even though it immediately opens up something else up there, you probably want to wait. I think there's a... Is there an achievement? In the original version of the game, you couldn't warp at any of these. But so I think like there was a real reason to have the, to go to every single save point. There might be a new achievement for saving at every single save point or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Fouled and Decay. Well, that's, yeah. Looks like all the stuff we kill. Cleanse the Blight, huh? Now, this is really cool. And the reason why it's so cool... Please just die. Okay. The reason why it is so cool is just because there's so many ways you can do this. Now, the way you're supposed to do this is like this. You're supposed to direct this beam through all of these different things. And up here. And then straight up there, and that finishes it. But I'm specifically screwing that up because I don't want to do it like that. I also didn't want to land on that, but that's fine. The way... Oh, I missed. Not what I wanted to do. The faster way of doing things is like so, and in my case, I kind of botched it, but you can just do it like that. The idea is to put it kind of right in this area so that you can shoot it directly there and then go do some other stuff, and then it'll go all the way by itself. So that's a possibility too. I've seen someone like completely randomly just eyeball it and get really, really lucky. But yeah, the other thing that you're supposed to do with it is go straight up here and then use it again so that you can get up to this thing. Not that that's, of great importance, as it's just a little bit of experience, but it is there. We'll get here. We just attack once and chain reaction happens. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go over and get that. Well, you can use him to shoot and kill those guys. You can also bash them onto the brambles, and that will kill them. But you do want to keep these guys around because you kind of need them. Now here, you can use him to do that. You go that way. Okay, that's fine too. Not exactly what I wanted you to do with that. There are multiple ways of getting that item. You don't have to do it the way that I've done it here. Actually, hold up. Can I get what I want to get yet? There we go. Got double experience, and I am no closer to getting the other thing I wanted. Oh well, that's fine. We'll hit this thing. How's it going, everybody? Oh my, I have a stream of it on my laptop right now, and it's loading. Let's refresh that page and make sure I'm getting all the commentary there from you guys. There we go. All right. So with this one rekindled, there are 2 more things we need to go after. This leads into my favorite part of this game, you know, now. One of my least favorite parts the first time I played the game, because the first time I played this game, I was not very good at the, you know, a lot of the tech. No. And yeah, you don't have to do this, but what I tend to do as I come up here is I try and get all the little experience bits that I can. Again, you don't have to. One thing that I dislike about the definitive edition of the game is they've actually put, just back where I just was, they've put, stupidly I find, okay, please get the item, thank you. They've put a halfway point through this escape sequence. They kind of do these escape sequences instead of boss fights, and I think it makes sense to do something like that, just because, I almost missed that. Just because, you know, Ori's not really, you know, this super badass. It's all about the platforming, right? So if you're going to do a boss, it makes sense to do a boss based on the platforming. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to set it up that way instead of, you know, fighting a big boss. You know, you have these little minor bosses, but as far as big bosses, you just don't really get them. You get escape sequences instead. Really taxes your ability to use what you've learned. And holy shit. That's probably not a good sign. I can't remember if this cutscene's skippable. No, it is skippable. Watch the rest of it. As far as my injury, my back, it's progressing slowly, but definitely improved over last time. I can tell already, you know, last time I did one of these was about 2 weeks ago, and sitting there for, how long am I at now? How long has this thing been going for? 20 minutes? Half an hour? I was in a significant amount of pain last time. This time, not as bad. You know, I'm still in pain from lots of little things, but it's definitely moving forward, so that's a good sign. Thing is I've got both fractures and I've got, I guess, some kind of nerve damage as well. Certain times I can definitely notice it doesn't feel like I'm, you know, feeling damage from like a bone issue. It kind of feels like it's, you know, more soft tissue. So I don't know, we'll kind of see. We just have to take it slow and exercise what I can and try not to aggravate things too much. But anyway, as you can see, you know, our good deeds have done a good thing for us. And with us restoring the water, we are now in a much better place, and we can actually swim in the water now. Like you saw me before, I've always gone into the water, but it does damage you every, I think, second that you're in there. You lose 1 health cell, so just kind of be aware of that. Well, thank you. Working on the injury there. But anyway, now that we've done that, we have two more things to do. One is to go to the Misty Woods here, and the reason why they just show a mist there is, one, we haven't seen that spot on the map, and two, there's actually a gimmick about that area. So now we can actually dive into the water here. Now you'll notice the semicircle around Ori. That is his air bubble, or her air bubble. And so yeah, there is an ability that you can gain, and I used to set up my playthroughs so that I would get it right around now. That allows you to do it without needing to, or like basically you don't have a breath meter, you can just breathe in the water. But nope, no, I didn't quite do it well enough. Oh well. That is doable, by the way, to use that to get over there, but that's fine. There are some other abilities, like most abilities we get, we have to do that for later, by the way. We just don't have to do it now. It doesn't affect anything until in a little bit. That's just air. I think there's a category of speedrun that actually, deals with, hey, surprise, that deals with getting 100% of the map everywhere, and that is counted if you press select. If you look at the 51% at the top middle there, that kind of explains, you know, that's how much of the map you have. That percentage is not affected by getting the map stones and setting them up. All the map stones are interchangeable, by the way. If you get a map stone, you can use, like I have 3 if you look up in the top left, you can use them anywhere. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can use any one that you got at any spot anywhere else. They're not unique. I don't think the keystones are unique either, by the way. Alright, so we got that. Always wait on these things, because if you don't and you get squished, and you die. And you have to go back and do all the things you just did all over again. Yeah, Ori's kind of magic. I might have made that. But yeah, you pretty much have to be pretty close to moving as soon as possible in order to get all the different things, or you know, to oops, woo, crap. Yeah, now that I ran out of air, I started taking damage. What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, the keystones, but you pretty much need to use those at the specific points, unless, you know, you cheese the game and you duplicate them or something like that. Hey, look, a thingy. Let's use the thingy to get up on top of the other thingy. Yeah, it used to be when I needed a game to kind of relax with, where I didn't really need to think. It used to be one of the Donkey Kong games, because I always used to enjoy those. They, you know, they're, for the most part, you don't have to think too hard about them, especially after you've played them enough times. And after I started playing this game, it became very much the same way with this game. This game is now kind of my go-to if I need to relax. Sometimes I'll also play like a Zelda randomizer, though I haven't been doing that a lot lately. And by the way, the ability we got is called Stomp. You basically jump in the air, hold down, and not only can you do damage with it, but it also allows you to break certain types of flooring or stomp down these doodads. I think one of the biggest parts about this game, about how it is relaxing, is, well, obviously the music, but, you know, the visuals as well. So that's kind of the timing for, you know, beating them with Stomp. You can also break the Rhino's armor with your explosion ability, which I will demonstrate again later. I can't get this yet, can I? No, they changed it. That's right. Yeah, some of like some of the secret little things that you could get one way in the original version, they changed in the definitive easy for me to say, the definitive edition. And so there'll be times where I'll try and go do something and then I won't be able to do it because so yeah, you can use that to break his armor as well. And now that his armor's been broken, you can actually attack him as well. Oops. Put that in there, and that'll just show you the rest of the area, which, considering I've got 80%, really isn't all that much. In order to get those 2 items over on this side, we need an ability that I do not have yet, but one that I can now get. And yeah, right above Ori's head there, to the left there, I'll point it out again. That's the Triforce. Always gotta love the Triforce. Hey, look at that free experience. And that was kind of dumb, but oh well. Yeah, so if we hadn't done the water thing here, I don't think we could have gotten past here because this area would have been full of water and we wouldn't have been able to do anything or something like that. Oopsies, timing was a little bit off. Hey, guess what? This is probably one of the least important secrets that I don't think I got the first time I played. I think I missed this one the first time for whatever reason. Just didn't see it because I got a lot of the ground in and around this area. Hey, first try. Usually that takes me like, crap, 5 tries to do because, you know, smart. You can use these to kill the dudes and then just double jump your way across. Do I need to do anything else down here? I do not. I don't usually go for 100% of the map. It's usually more that I'm going for all the little secrets and all of the cells. Really? Thought I'd time that better. Let's try that again. Hey, I thought I pressed the button. Alright, we'll wait. Go. Oops, that's the wrong button. Did I want to go back? I can go back for that now, that's fine. And I keep trying to do abilities that I don't have yet. Almost charge dash. Charge dash. Then we get the ability to breathe in water. Though we've done a lot of the water-based things that we need to do. Hey. No! Video game. There we go. We can get that, and I haven't gone up there, so we'll do that while we're here. Shoot at me! There we go. One of the... Oops, I can't show it there. One of the newer abilities that I just got from my little experience thing there was the ability to use dash in the air. It's called air dash, simply enough, and that basically just allows me to do dash in the air. It allows for a lot more mobility going for like longer jumps if you need to try and do that for things like that. You can do that with a simple double jump. It's not super required to do anything else, but it's nice that that's there. Alright, we'll just save there. You can't do infinite charge dashes. But it's not really required anyway. Thing is, every time we get a new ability in this game, we pretty much are just like, we have a new place that we're supposed to go, but it's usually halfway across the world, and usually on the way back over there, there's a whole whack ton of things we need to do. Now, I think you're supposed to be up there for the cutscene, kind of, you know, generically. I think Ori, like, shirks behind the tree that was on the left there. But I always come back the other way because I'm always getting items on the way back. Alright, so let's go this way. Hey, look, it's one of these guys. Yeah, once there's a level up ability for Stomp that allows it to do more damage, and when you do get that, I think it becomes like the best, at least for me in my playstyle, the best way of dealing damage. I find it's very effective, very easy to do anything that you want to do. Alright, I always try and do this now because I used to do this at this point, but if you go up there, you're blocked off by an ability that I don't have yet, which I think I can actually go yet, but that's fine. We don't quite have it yet. So that opens up this one, which we'll go to in a moment. First, and I don't have that. Why did I try and use, again, an ability that I don't have? Nah, I shouldn't have... Okay, there we go. I can get up there anyway. That's fine. If you can get up to the other side, you can actually break this, but you're not supposed to go for breaking it until later. You used to be able to go up and get the item to the right, but if you'll notice the little glowing thing on the top right there, you need to do something with that first in the definitive edition. Let's get a little more experience. No, thank you. I do not want to go there yet. Is this one of them? No, it's not. There are a few of these things where you can knock it down. You don't have to knock it down all the way. And I believe this is probably one of them. So I've done it twice and it blocks off the thing. I don't know if something else happens, but you can do it a third time as well. So I'm not sure how that all works. All right, and over here, we've seen most of these from other areas. One thing of note, we can go do this here. I already got that, right? Yeah. Now, normally we would go down into the water to get stuff, but I had already done that earlier. There's actually a way of getting here much earlier in the game by kiting a one of those frog dudes, which is that guy. I may show that. Actually, my plan to show it. We'll see if I'm able to. I haven't actually done a lot of kiting of those guys, so I'm not super familiar with it. But again, it's one of those speed tech things that I'm aware of, but not necessarily all that good at. Alright, so there we go. I screwed this up before, didn't I? Yeah, I screwed this one up before. But yeah, I demonstrated, or at least talked about how you could have done this. Oh, I have children's. Oh god, there's children on my video. YouTube's gonna age gate it. No more comments! Yes, can come in. Go ahead. So I have my two nephews here now. You guys gonna say hi?
Hello.
So yeah, they're probably going to come over here and commandeer my computer, because that's what they do. And yeah, let's see if we can get a few more items before they do that. Starting over here. Normally we can actually get... I keep saying normally. Normally means in the original version. We could get over here and get this, but now we need an ability that I don't have yet, so we will hold off on that for later. And no, crap. Yes, there was an item still up there. Okay. Alright. There it is. Go get that one. Now, where we're supposed to go is way over there. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. I can go and get some other items for now, or some other cells. Might as well save on the way. Go over here and get one first, since I know it's an ability cell, and I can make use of that very shortly in order to get some new abilities. Alright, so if you guys remember, we had been here before. Do I need to break anything here? Or do I just... Okay, yeah, it's just an invisible wall. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. There we go. Yeah, this was the first one that we saw, or first of those energy gates. Now here, for whatever reason, they still give us one of those guys that can do that. You notice that he died. Save game. Wonder why he died. Oh god. Yeah, so let's get this guy and drop him in the way. I'm not sure why they put it there, because I don't... Well, I guess you can do things around here before you get the stomp ability, but there's not really much point, because like I think you can get this one, but there's another item that you can't get. I might be able... Actually, yeah, I think I can get it with just yeah, bash. That's the one I'm thinking of. Alright. Can I? I don't think I can make it up that way. Come over here, buddy. Come on. I need you. There we go. Need to get back up here. Do not have the ability to get up that high yet. Oh yeah. Can't do this yet either. Told you I'd end up doing it sooner or later. I'm just so used to the original because I've played the original more than I have played this version of the game. What else can I grab? Oh, I could go down there and get that ability. That would make life easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, we could probably go back to that area. In fact, there's a save point up here. We can... why am I going that way? We can actually go do that now. There we go. And we can use that to warp to Black Furrows. And while we're at it, I can use my skill doodads to get... Oops. Charge dash... Oh yeah, it's the ability I never use. That's right. Breathe water and get that one. That's the one I really want to get, is triple jump, and then we get ultra defense, we take less damage. The reason why I went down the middle one, even though it's the least useful thing, is simply for this. It doubles your experience. It is extremely good. You don't really need most of the other attack abilities until later anyway. It's very easy to manage most of the game without that stuff if you've played it before. Where am I going here? I am going... Yeah, we'll do this first. And that opens this one, so now that we can get from where we were earlier on in the video to there. You'll notice those white lines we've seen before were on there, so we can do that. And remember these, don't let them squish you. Now, you don't have to run from the same boulder. It doesn't show up every time, just the once. Alright, so hold this. This time, we go down here. Ow. Ow. Oh, crap. I always forget about that laser. Alright, so let's wait. That was close. Okay. Forgot about where my positioning was. There we go. Alright, we'll kill you too. You can die. Die, please. Thank you. In order to get this item up here, you either need to be able to bash off something, so you might be able to kite the other guy over. I don't think you can, but you might be able to. Or you have to get an ability that I don't have yet. Alright, you guys have fun. You guys will get to play in a bit here. Alright, so yeah, these guys just explode. Oop. You don't need to do anything with those. My back has been slowly improving. Alright, so use dash there in order to survive that. And don't do that. Nope, don't do that either. Hey, stop that. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Again, this is not necessarily super, difficult. It's all about just timing, so just kind of be careful. But we are going to get, I believe... Can we get that new... Yeah, we have to get that new ability over here, don't we? Hey, come back here. I need to bash off you. Okay, so yeah, I don't have that ability yet, but I will get it shortly. In fact, I think it's coming up right away. Now this is part of the story that was added again for the Definitive Edition. It's more backstory on a character that was mostly featured in a cutscene that I skipped. If you're not familiar with the original story, then I would recommend you check out the Let's Play that I already did of the game, where I do go over the story in more detail. But if you're just looking to, have fun with the mechanics of the game, and I don't think we can't skip any of the new cutscenes for some reason. But once we get this new ability, I think we will call it a day, and I will let my my little nephews have free reign to probably play this game as well. Alright, so there's the cutscene part of things. And from the cutscene, for some reason, we get to move around after, and it's kind of weird because there's not really anything else we can do until we go over and get the tree anyway. So yeah, it's kind of odd that way. Oh boy. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway. Yep. Thing is, with each of these, I guess there are more of Ori's race that have passed. We can, they get solidified into trees, and we get new abilities for them, which are always a lot of fun to play around with. So this one allows us to throw things at those little things, which activates other little things, and then we can actually can actually do things. So don't do that, please. There we go. So you have to hold down the left trigger, and then once you hold down the left trigger, you just use the joystick to try and figure out where exactly you want to put it. If it hits the you know, the brambles, then doesn't get you what you want. It can bounce off walls though, and then it gives us the ability to get back through areas that we had already been to, and they're nice enough to turn off the stupid laser beam. Alright, there's one other item we can get before, I think, leaving this area. Now, first one, we have to destroy that first. And then we gotta hit that. And this just gives us another ability cell. There we go. And, oh, there's one more item we can grab. We'll go grab that one. How do I do this one again? Well, I'm not sure if that's how that was intended, but that'll work. And there's a little more health. And almost died. Don't do that, especially after doing a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see if we can kite this guy. I don't... Alright, so let's shoot him over there. No, go that way. Okay, no, he dies right away, so we can't kite him over there. That's fine. We don't have to worry about it then. So there's nothing else we can grab over here, I don't think, for now. Really? Oops. Did not expect that to kill me, but that's fine. There we go. Much better. Hey. There we go. And where's the save point? Was on the side. And I need to go activate the thingy. Alright. Oops. No, don't run into things that hurt. Wrong button. There it is. We'll activate that. We'll go back to the save point, and that's where I think we will call her a day. There we go. Up here, and there's our save point. Alright, I don't think we have enough. Can we get this? No, that requires 3. Okay, we'll get triple jump next time, and we will also head over to... Where are we supposed to go? We're supposed to go to the Misty Woods, so that's where we'll go next time. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this. My back has held up better than I was expecting, so I'm happy. And yeah, we'll pick this up next time I get around to it. Sorry there wasn't any kind of like announcement prior to streaming. It's just I do it when I can and when I have time and when my back doesn't feel so bad. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.